Good morning, everyone, and happy time zone. The last couple of videos, we took a look at the XR tools for Riff SDK, and we made an eye and blinking controller, which was optional for those who wanted to. This video, we will take our last steps to set up our avatar and to prep her for building for Riff XR. So if you did follow along with the eye movement and blinking tutorial and integrate it into your Twist Anim BP, this is what it should sort of look like. I put my transform modify bones before the rigid body and the modify curve with the blink controller on the blinking animation just before the output after the control rig. In the anim graph, it would look like sort of like this. So that we have these all set up, the last thing we actually need to do is to make a data asset for our model. And we will just be doing that in our content folder. So right click, go to miscellaneous, data asset, and then you choose the DA UGC avatar. Select it, give it a name, DA Soraya. Open it up. And here you see that they are asking for a couple of things. So I'm just going to move it over slightly. It wants to have your IK retargeter, which you can just drag in. Here you can choose your lip sync. The ones for this model are compatible with the Vroid. But if you see here in this drop-down menu, it says Oculus, Vroid, ARKit, Ready Player Me, and Custom. Honestly, since I am suffering from selective mutism due to autism, I do not speak inside the game. So I haven't been able to test any of these, but we will choose the Vroid option because those were the shape keys we made for our avatar. So here in the body, we will select the skeleton mesh. Again, you can sort of match colors with these because here you see the blue line, which is an IK retargeter. Pinks are skeletal meshes. And then you can save this. One thing that I do have to mention is that when I was starting to build avatars for Riff XR, it sort of just worked for me, for Windows anyways. But that was because I already had a Visual Studio installed, and apparently I had the right settings there as well. I do not know how to install Visual Studio, but I did ask for the requirements. And I'm just going to put them on screen here because Obnoxious was kind enough to explain exactly what you needed for Visual Studio for the building to work. So you will need to download Visual Studio 2022. Make sure it is updated to version 17.8 or later. And you will have to check if the MSVC version 134 Visual Studio 2022 is installed. Specifically, it's the building tools. So this is a component which you will need to select when you are installing Visual Studio. Sorry, I cannot be of more assistance on this, but yeah, I don't know how any of this works, and I already had Visual Studio installed on my computer. So with that out of the way, it is time to check our settings to build our first avatar. So we will go to Platform, Project Launcher, and then you will get this. Way back in the beginning, we copied 2 files over, which were custom profiles, and those are the profiles here. If you don't see these profiles here, then I suggest you check the first video again to make sure that you have put the files in the right folder. So you will see here that it is the Riff SDK project. That's first built for Windows because Android has some additional requirements, which we will go over later. So here we will go to Edit Profile, and the first thing we will do is, you see this project SDK here. Go to Browse, go to your project file and select your own Riff SDK project. Now, if you scroll down here, you can see that Windows is already ticked on. And if you go down, you can expand the release. And here you have to fill in a couple of things. First of all, the name of your avatar. So for me, that will be Soraya. You can put in a version if you want. And here it's very important that you use the same name you used when you created your plugin. So for me, for this avatar, it is Soraya Quest. Then you go to package and you browse. And you create a folder or select a folder where you want to package your build to. Once you have done all of this, you can go back and launch the profile. First time you do this might take a little while. But if all is well, it will build. And let's just wait and see if we made any mistakes or not. All right, so here we can see 5 checks. It says that there were 5 operations completed, 0 failed, 0 cancelled. Here you can see the duration. I do have to say that I am running a pretty decent computer, so mine is possibly faster than yours. If you have a working Android setup, you can also build for Android. It is basically the same, but it has the Android ticked, but all the other things are actually the same. So your name, use name of your avatar. Here you put in the name that you used to create your plugin. Here you put in the name of the pod you want to build your mod to. Now that we have built our mod, we can browse to the folder we made. And in here, you can see your build. So first you have your web, then you have Windows, Riff SDK, plugins, Soraya Quest, content, packs, Windows. And here is your actual file. I'm just going to rename mine to just Soraya Quest, even though this is a PC build, but no, it's for the tutorials. And now we will have to compress this to a zip file because Mod.io will only take zip files. So the next thing we will do is if you have PCVR, you can actually test your mod. For this, you will need to go to Steam. All right, so in Steam, you can go to the library, look up your Riff XR, go to Manage, browse local files. So here you go to Riff, Content, Creator Tools, Mods. And then you can just drag your zip file into this folder. And now we need to actually start Riff XR to test our mod. So I will be putting on my headset and be right back. All right. So full disclosure, I did the creator tool and tested my mod, and it wasn't working. The hands animations for fists, they were working, but the arms were bended all kinds of wrong ways because the twist bones weren't working. And basically I had to go back to Blender and redo her skeleton, and then I had to go redo the assets, the physics assets, and then I had to redo the hand animations. But yeah, after all that, here we are. So again, press the Y button on your left controller, go to settings and change your movement and navigation from locomotion to teleport. And then with your left thumbstick, you can press it forward and move your avatar around to to see how she works. You can also see that at this moment her hair physics is working, which also was something that wasn't working before, and I have no idea why. So this this is what she looks like from the back. Sadly I can't move her around. There is no mirror currently, and you cannot take a test avatar into a world, I think. So there are not many people online, lucky for me. If I travel to the mirror world, I think I am going to be put back in my other avatar. But let's see. Yeah, so this avatar is actually she's called Nimue. And oh, let me put my mode back on locomotion. And if I go and walk over to the mirror with her, I'm talking because I'm alone right now, so yay. Here you can actually see the eye movement and blinking in action, because this character is basically based off of the same model as Soraya is. He also has ear twitch and tail twitching, which is also used with the same bones. As you can clearly see, because I am talking, her visemes are not working at all. But yeah, I don't know what I can do about that. So yeah, this is an avatar I made. It's called Nimue. You can find her and play with her if you want. All right, so Riff crashed on me, but that's okay. We didn't need it anymore. So like I was saying, there is no mirror in the avatar testing environment, so we cannot test any more than we did here. And also, if you don't have a PC and Steam VR, there is no way to test avatars for the standalone currently. So now that we have our zip file and we know that she works, there is only two things left to do. And one of them is actually going to Mod.io and uploading your avatar. All right, so in mod.io/g Riff XR, here you can find all of the bots available. So here's the one that I showed you last. This is another VRite avatar I created. And well, if you want to upload your own, you just go to, all right, so you go to add mod. First of all, you put in your avatar's name. Maybe you want to describe a thing. You have a home page, you can put it here. And here you can describe some more. You can upload an image. Let's see, do we have a nice one? No, we don't. So yeah, let's do this one. Because, why not? So we select avatar 5.5, 3.0, and it's an avatar, so don't think this one matters. Press create mod. So here we can apparently upload, more images if we wanted to, or YouTube URLs or Sketchfab stuff. This still is not the actual upload. All right, here we go. So drag in your zip file. And well, this one we made for Windows. If you have a bot for Android, you would put Android. You can put a version in here and type something here if you wanted to. So agree on terms, and then you press upload. which, full disclosure, I'm not going to do. This avatar is not meant for upload, but once you have uploaded it, you will receive an email, and then it will be here. So there is one last step. So we go here to wow, all right. If we go to check on Nimue, for example, we can't actually see a lot, but you can see that she has two versions, a Windows version and an Android version. So if I go to the admin tool and I go to files, you can see here that I have a version 1 PCVR uploaded for Windows, and I have a version 1 Quest uploaded for Quest. So two separate zips for one model. So one for the PCVR, one for the standalone. So after this, there is one final step that you need to do, which is you go to the Riff XR Discord if you haven't already joined, and you will go to the SDK mods channel, and you will so once you have uploaded your avatar to Mod.io, it will need to be reviewed and approved by a moderator. In this case, this moderator is Dennis. Dennis. I don't know why his name is like this, but it's this guy. It's Dennis. Right. So you add Dennis and you say something like, well, not that, but you can ask Dennis to look at your bot, and when he has time, he will check it out. So once Dennis has checked out your mod and approved it, it will be live. You see, approved and live. And you can go into Riff XR and download it from the avatars tab. Well, this will be it for the Windows versions of avatar uploading. If you have a working Android setup, you can do the same for Android. If you don't, then in the next one or several videos, I will be actually changing my Soraya avatar to optimize her for Quest, and I will show you links mostly to the right programs and settings you will need to be able to build for Android. For now, thank you for watching, and well, have fun making your PCVR avatars, and see you in the next one. Bye.